patient that I'm here to talk to you about is Damon. So he was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, but for his goal, he stated that he wants to take care of himself and his children and he's home safely. So we want to focus on fall precautions and home management. And then he also said that he wants to play with his kid and make dinner. So we want to work on his fatigue level and his endurance and strength. So for self-care goals, shower and bathing. So at evaluation, it was supervision, touching assistant. So for his short-term goal, we want it to be set up and clean up. And then long-term goal is independence, but his current ADO status is set up and clean up. And then for upper extremity dressing, is the same as shower and bathing. So supervision, touching assistant at eval. And then short-term goal is set up, clean up. Long-term goal is independence, and he's currently at set up, clean up. For lower extremity dressing at eval, it was maximum assist, and then short-term goal was moderate assist. Long-term goal would be supervision, touching assistant, and now his current status is at moderate assist. And then for putting on, taking off footwear at eval, he was maximum, and then his short-term goal is moderate assist. Long-term goal is supervision, touching assistant, and his current status is at moderate assist. And then for
so I remember that was the hardest part when I evaluated him. How is he doing, or did you give him any equipment?
Yes, so for lower extremity dressing, we give him breacher, sock aid, and for upper extremity dressing, we gave him a button hook to help him.
And what about for the shoes? How's he getting his shoes on?
With a shoehorn.
Okay. Yes.
And then for toilet and hygiene, he was supervision, touching assistant at eval, and his short-term goal is set up, clean up, and long-term goal is independence, and right now he is at set up and clean up. And then this is his initial eval and then current status.
Okay, thank you, that's very helpful.
And then so upon discharge, we want him to spend more time doing his ADL, IEDL, leisure without feeling fatigue and pain. But I would recommend that he continue home health OT services at home to work on his lower extremity dressing, toilet transfer, and donning and doffing footwear, and to get him to the desired level of independence as he has before.
Okay.
So there's a few home modifications that we would recommend. So his hallways and rooms are well lit, and that his environment is clutter-free, so there will be enough space for him to move around safely with the rolling walker. And then we also want his steps and stairs to be clear marked so he won't trip over, and brailing would help for him to stabilize himself. And then as well as smart devices like Alexa to help him reminder to pace himself and with his schedulings. And we also we had a family trainer, so we gave him some community resources such as local support group, and then also instructed on the use of adaptive equipment for him. And then he's also instructed in self-monitor, so his vital sign and fatigue level for him to take breaks, and he would have to follow all precautions during completion of ADO and IEDO. And for his durable medical equipment, we would recommend is bedside commode, rolling walker, and a wheelchair. And then these are also the list for adaptive equipment that we gave him.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. So when do you think you'll get to go home?
Probably in 2 weeks.
Okay.